welcome back to yet another episode of Minecraft Realms of the Elderveil. And a lot of you are probably wondering, what the fuck, why am I a fucking dragon? Well, you would know why if OBS didn't fuck up one of my recordings. We've added a new update to the server, which I call the Dragonborn update, adding the Dragon Survival mod. Now we have deactivated the prompt that comes at the beginning, allowing you to immediately become a dragon. We deactivated that. You need to craft a dragon altar, which we have done. And mine is up here. Bam. And once you crafted that stone altar, which you do by finding or crafting one of the Elder Dragon bones. I found 2 of those in a village, but you can also craft them out of the Elder Dragon dust, and this can drop randomly from pretty much anything. It can sometimes rarely drop from enemies, but it usually often drops when you mine ores. What I've noticed is this drops really often, really consistent with mining quartz in the nether, which is great. And once you have 9 of these, you can manually craft the Elder Dragon bone, and then from a decorative block you can create, in combination with the Dragon bone, an altar. And once you interact with that, you can pick one of 3 dragon races, or remain human or return to human. And the 3 dragon options are the Cave Dragon, which is a fire dragon, the Forest Dragon, which is a poison dragon, and the Water Dragon, which is, I think, a mixture between lightning and maybe a little bit of ice, I'm not sure. All 3 of those have a different difficulty, I'd say. I'd say the best pick is the Forest Dragon. The second best option would be the Cave Dragon, and the absolute worst pick you can do is the Water Dragon. All of these 3 dragons have a certain negative factor to them. The Cave Dragon has the big disadvantage of being damaged by water and snow. What this means is, if it rains, you take damage. If you fall in water, you take damage as if it was lava. And if you walk on snow, you also take damage. And if it's snowing, then it's also giving you damage each time. So yeah, that kinda sucks, because this means on certain weather conditions, you just cannot be outside, which kind of makes sense though, because you're a cave dragon. You're supposed to live in a cave. You also have the ability to mine cobblestone with your bare hands without a pickaxe, which is nice. The best option, the Forest Dragon, has only one pretty easy to manage weakness, and that is darkness. Now the darkness only applies to caves, meaning if you're out at night, nothing will happen to you. But if you're in a dark cave, then you will slowly lose a light bar, and if that goes to 0, then you will slowly starve. You can easily prevent it though by creating a light source, either through a torch, going close to magma or fire, anything. Anything that produces light basically prevents that from happening, and that's pretty much the only negative to this dragon. You have to have a light source in caves, which you always have, because unless you're using the shader, which we have here, your torches do not have a glow. If you deactivate the shader, then this torch will not have a glow. And we always need to place a torch. So this negative factor is basically non-existent. All of these dragons also need a specific food source. The Cave Dragon needs coal or burnt meat. Burnt meat is a new item. If you take food that has already been put into an oven, you can put it again into an oven to burn it, to get basically a charcoal meat. And this will be the food source for the Cave Dragon. For the Forest Dragon, you can eat just raw animal meat and forest berries. And the Water Dragon eats fish. The Water Dragon has, I think, the worst debuff, because it cannot be outside of water unless it rains. If you're too long outside of water, you will eventually dry up and take damage. So this is pretty much a full aquatic creature that will only ever leave the oceans when it rains. Now you can kinda prevent this by just having a water bucket, and when you're traveling on land you just place the water bucket whenever you're drying up, but that is kinda annoying. And the special ability of those two is you basically have an axe as your hand by default with the forest dragon, and the water dragon has basically a shovel whenever mining something underwater with their bare hands. You can at any time return to a human, however if you do you will lose your growth progress on any of the dragon forms, as your dragon form essentially just dies. Now you can always visually change your dragon with this dragon editor. I went with an attempt to cosplay Mazeno from Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the vampire dragon. I think I got pretty close, got a really nice look with this. And there are multiple dragon forms. These are locked though. So we have this regular dragon form. Back here we have wyverns. Here we have more land dragons. One without wings. This is more like a dinosaur raptor thingy. Here we have dragons with smaller wings, which are more designed to be on land, but they still can fly. And this is basically just a winged dragon. It has no legs. And yeah, this is probably the best design for a full water dragon. And yeah, you can have a ton of customization options. You can change the colors, you can change the material. Like here we have overgrown, we can also make it like this. We can also activate glow on some parts like the leaves and eyes. And yeah, overall you have a ton of customization options. You only need to do this one time, then you can click on the save icon, and this will then be put on all growth stages instead of just the one you're currently customizing. And yeah, that is how you get the dragon form. Now when you become a dragon you will be very small because you have growth stages. These growth stages will take a lot of hours. Right now I'm age 5 out of 10, stage adult, and it takes 12 hours and 26 minutes for me to reach age 6. So yeah, passively you will take a while to grow, but there is an alternative. You can use specific items to grow faster, which we have also crafted a little bit. We have the ability to craft or find these dragon hearts. To make a shard you just need 9 of these dragon bones. Then you can put in charged coal, which you just make with coal and redstone. With all of that you can get the V-card, and you can upgrade the V-card to a full heart. For that you need netherite, gold and diamonds. And we did went on a big netherite farming spree in the nether. We got some netherite scrap for some dragon hearts, and we also upgraded our armor because we found a plate for upgrading diamonds to netherite. The only thing that we still need to upgrade is our helmet. The armor, we also got a lot of good enchantments over the time. I've never really looked at what enchantments exactly I got, but from all the dungeons we did with Pokey, we had a ton of enchanting books, and when I looked at what I could apply to my armor, we are quite overpowered. I just look at my chest plate with all the different buffs. You have a mana boost, projectile protection, thorns 1, unbreaking 1, and temptation. Temptation is actually pretty good because as a dragon, enemies will by default try to run away from you because you will eat them, because that's the only source of food you can have. I can only eat raw meat. Cooked meat will make me sick. Anything else but meat will make me sick, with the exception of berries. Also, another cool buff with the forest dragon is I can walk through berry bushes without taking damage, which is pretty nice. But yeah, we are pretty strong. We have so many buffs. And yeah, you can have everything, sword, pickaxe, axe and shovel in your hand, as your hand, by putting them all in here in this bar on the side. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Now, as a dragon, you will have a few limitations. For one, you no longer have access to the relics tab. So the earlier you try to become a dragon, which is really easy because the altar is very cheap and easy to get, but the earlier you try to become a dragon, the weaker you will basically be, as you cannot apply any of the relics. Like, I have a relic that gives me more hearts, which is why I have gold hearts already. This is basically the third health bar. This is what it means. Red is the first health bar, orange is the second health bar, and gold would be the third health bar. So I'm getting pretty chunky in terms of HP. But yeah, we can no longer apply relics to ourselves, which is why you want to be a human for a while, get all the nice relics, put them on, and then become a dragon, so that you can get all the buffs from the relic for turning back to a human, which will reset your growth progress back to baby, which is bad, to just put on some relics you found. So do not rush becoming a dragon. You can become it very early, because these dragon skulls can also be found in village chests or any chest. So it's not hard to get. But I would wait with it. Like, I have been in a while in the server, so I got also a ton of relics. I already were pretty much all the relics I needed. But yeah. Otherwise, aside from relics, you can still do anything. You can build, you can still wield magic, you can have this magic book, the apprentice book, and put all your spells. I've also now started with Arsenal War. You can also still wield this, no problem. You can still drink potions. You can no longer eat golden apples. So yeah, there are some restrictions, but most of the stuff you would normally be able to do as a human, you can do as a dragon. Also, you have an entire ability tab that is based on your experience level, on which you can buff your mana, you can buff the time you can stay in the dark without light source, you can buff your... Pretty much everything is different for each dragon species. But yeah, you just buff your abilities, buff passive boosts, and you will eventually grow very, very strong. Something really cool about the forest dragon is my breath. If I were to destroy some of these crops, then planted them all again. Now, usually you would need bone meal to boost this, but the forest dragon has a specific poison buff that has a different effect on plants. If I aim this at a plant, it will cause a bone meal effect to trigger. Meaning we can essentially have infinite bone meal as a forest dragon, which is really cool. So yeah, the next thing you will see is a compilation of all the clips I was able to salvage from the broken recording. I've went in the nether for a while and searched for netherite, and we got 14 scraps out of that. And we also, from all the quartz mining, got enough dust for 9 Elder Dragon bones. Now, what can we do with 9 Elder Dragon bones? Well, we can put them all in like this to create a dragon heart shard. Now we can use these to boost our growth, which right now would take 23 more hours and 1 minute. Oof. To reach a or are we still young? I'm not sure. It says stage still young. So we are still a baby. Even though I've already once gone up full cycle. I guess that's just a little mid stage to not be just completely defenseless. But yeah, we can use these hearts to boost our growth. Now we can also upgrade these hearts to boost our growth even further. There are 3 stages of these hearts. There's the Dragon Heart Shard, the Weak Dragon Heart, and the Elder Dragon Heart. The Elder Dragon Heart is what we want. For this we need to upgrade our shard once. And for that we need charged coal. Also lapis. Which bag do we have in this bag? This bag we have lapis. And now we have a Weak Dragon Heart. And now we can upgrade it one more time for a Elder Dragon Heart. And we have a Elder Dragon Heart. Let's see how much does this boost us. that was worth a couple hours. So now we have to spend 17 more hours. So yeah, we will need a lot of these dragon hearts. Luckily we have quite a decent amount of netherite scrap, but we need to mine much more quartz to get a lot more of the skulls, which we can craft from these elder dragon dusts, which we get randomly from pretty much everything, especially mining ores. And what I've noticed drops them quite consistently is quartz from the nether. Okay, I found something. Who are you? Are you a vampire? Yeah. I found this building and it has some illager stuff on it. So yeah, that's interesting. There's also a chest. So yeah, let's see. Whoa. Ah, there's a graveyard. I'm gonna loot this building first before I get cursed by the spirits. Villager. Can we hit him from here? With poison? No. It was open. What the fuck? What are you doing here? Oh yeah, I haven't slept for a while. That's the problem. So one chest looks pretty interesting. So source gems, smithing plates. We have an XP bottle. We have arcane essence. More source gemming stuff. Ancient scroll of two sight. Interesting. We have mana regeneration. Do I have already so many potions for that? I don't really care. Ooh, we got the little thingies. Otherwise, not exciting loot here. Sad. Let's fly up and see. Oh, here's more chests. Yes, experience. We do like experience. There's a gold horn. There is a lost page of the elders. Okay. Interesting. So how do right click? For how long? Okay. Hello, Creeper. Yeah, I barely interacted with that part of the mod pack. I don't think I ever skilled something here. And I'm not gonna do that now. I need to... Oh, hello, spider. But did that give me blindness? Anyhow, then graveyarding time. You also almost have 2 health bars. Wow. All this for just 1 emerald and a single little bit of copper. It's a scam. Oh, holy fuck. Hello? I guess it just wanted to strike me and then disappear. I'm sorry. My god, you have a village right in... Woo! Only because we are a dragon, that this gives us not the permission to enter another dragon's territory. In fact, I'd say they are even more aggressive. So yeah, we cannot go that way. Sadly, there's a village right there that I would have wanted to loot, and it probably has some nice dragon stuff, but no, we can't. Ooh! What's this? What do we have here? Is this a dungeon? I think this is a dungeon. is just the entry from below. Yeah, I think this is a dungeon. Yeah, dungeon. Yeah. We can find sometimes full dragon hearts in here. Or, well, weak dragon hearts at least. Some more light. That's a disadvantage of my dragon. I need light to function. Oh my god. That thing's just spawned 3 of these guys. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Oops. Wants to eat the eye. Please don't. So, golden nuggies, some cobwebs, and pretty much nothing else of worth. I have a feeling this is supposed to be a boss room, but something is missing. For example, the entire boss. This is not part of the dungeon, but its own thing. And there's actually its own spawner. Oh, never mind, it's a mimic. It got yeeted away. So we wait for it to come back. I guess it's just gone. Why is our fly off? I thought I had it turned on. Or maybe this is still part of the dungeon because there's so many spawners. I thought that was its own spawner, but apparently not. Also, the mimic just disappeared, I guess. Fuck off, skeleton. Ouch. Actually, it just lose our breath. Get toxin procced. Beach. Oh, one of them dropped a heart. A weak dragon heart. Perfect. We can upgrade to another max dragon heart. Oh yeah, earlier I found another dragon heart. Already a max heart in one of the villages in the upper village. Profiting of hate. Ooh. That gave us an achievement. Let's see how this looks at max growth. So we get some rare botania shit. Okay, this does flawless lightning gem. More golden apples. More books. Animus. More golden apples. And a pearl. String. Bones. Capacity. Ouch. That gave me a dragon heart though. Not sure why. I think the bat that was killed from the explosion dropped the dragon heart for that. Alright, after all that, let's show you the progress I have made. Which was to build a dragon's nest for me. Because I will soon no longer fit in that house. I will soon add a renting system so that we can get a passive income from this house and add NPCs. Which will be very nice. Let's collect some berries. And then go back home. We actually don't even need to fly home. Because I've put a vase down there. Here we are. Oh, this nest can only be safely entered by a dragon. because it goes very far deep down. I needed to farm a lot of blackstone for this. I didn't destroy the bases at the beginning of the nether, but I went further out and explored a bit, because as a dragon I can easily fly through everything in the nether, which is very nice. So exploring the nether was very easy, and I basically tore down multiple of the later bastions. There are still some bastions left pretty much at the beginning, which I will probably also completely destroy. They are already looted, so they have nothing of value to offer anymore. But yeah. Let's activate flame for a moment. Bam! Now the base is not finished. We have our little throne room here with all this gold. Now this looks like I've spent a lot of gold and iron here. But that's actually not true, because these gold treasures only require a single gold nugget, of which we have many. Same with the iron treasure, we just need iron nugget, and that's it. In combination with the what was it called again? Elderveil dust. And then you can make these treasures. What's special about these treasures is they regenerate your dragon mana, and what they also do is you can use them as a bed and sleep on them. Like this. That if there's enough treasure of it. If you just place down one little bit of treasure, then that won't be enough. So yeah, then we have what's pretty much finished is this here. That's my little magic room. I will put here more Arsenal stuff. We have this is where I will do blood magic and maybe some vampire stuff. And this over here is our actual magic room. We have the scraps table from Arsenal. We have the arcane stuff for iron spells and spellbooks. And yeah, that's pretty much all we need for the beginning. I will probably eventually expand this. But yeah, I'm completely out of blackstone. I will need to farm a lot more. I will also probably decorate this a little bit more, because this is pretty plain and not very decorated, aside from the blackstones here and there. And yeah, this is not finished yet. This will be our farm room. Here we will farm our source berries, which you will, through the source link, fill up these jars. As a forest doing, I can just simply walk through these berry bushes, no problem. The way these jars are filled is by plants growing. I think that from what I've heard, the source berry is the plant that gives the most for the jar when growing, so you should use those. So when these now grow further, we can also cheat, because we are forest doing, we can just use our breath to instantly make them grow again. So yeah. But we will look for a thingy. Forgot what they were called. But they will allow you to fully automate this process and have a little NPC here that will slowly farm off the berries and then put them in a barrel. There you just saw the light source is just filled up a little bit because something back there growed. But yeah, we will also expand this farm soon. This is just all I did so far. And then this little room is just a storage room. That's pretty much it. I will probably put some ovens here on the side for smelting shit, but yeah. Nothing special here. This is pretty much our treasury, so anything of value will be put in those chests. Here we have a ton of relics. Sadly, we can no longer use the eternal steak, because we cannot eat it, because it's a finished steak. It's cooked, not raw, so yeah. Sad. No longer infinite food. But yeah, as you can see, we got a ton of stuff on dungeons. Like a ton of diamond gear, also enchanted diamond gear. Damn, this is actually really good. And also a trillion tridents. Some relics, all of that shit. Also got these are star bones. This is basically the reverse version of the Elder Dragonborns. These can be used to reduce your growth, or also can be turned into a white heart, star heart, which can pause your growth and unpause it whenever you want. So if you want to remain a little dragon, that's possible. Because you will grow eventually to a size where you can no longer fit through 2 blocks. You need then 3 blocks, so all your doors need to be these dragon doors, so that you can actually fit through at a certain size. But yeah, the advantage of being a big size, once you're fully adult, you can, as far as I'm aware, have people ride you, so you can be a taxi service, if you want, to the humans of the server. And yeah, it's pretty much all the progress I have made so far. A lot of expanding we will need to do. But yeah, we will also probably expand this, also here, this Sourceberry farm, to be bigger, to fill up these jars faster. And we need to get the NPC. I have a really good enchantment book with an entirely new enchantment from this mod pack, which is the capturing enchantment. And what that does is, if I apply it to a weapon and I kill something with a weapon, with that weapon, then there's a slight chance that the entity, the mob I killed, will drop their spawn egg. That's really good, because with that I can go search for this NPC that I need to get down here, kill it, in hopes of getting the spawn egg of it, and then you can just place it down here, and I have zero troubles of getting it down here without it dying from impact on the hard ground. So yeah, that's the plan. And with all the diamond swords I have in here, with all the diamond swords and other stuff I have in here, then this should be no problem finding a weapon that is suitable for this. Also, we got a nature's compass. With that we can search for specific biomes, which makes just things easier. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for today's episode. I will continue to... Oh no. Oops. I really need to put another slab in here. I made it so that it looks kind of cool, especially from above. But soon I won't be able to fit under this anymore, which will be a problem. So yeah, we need to get another polished blackstone slab just for this. Like with this it's fine. Here have the ranks that I can climb out. And I mean, even if I fall, and it's not that big of a problem, because I'm a dragon, I can just fly like this. No problem. But yeah, this will be it for the episode. Thank you all for watching, and we will see us in the next episode. Have a nice day.